Hello everyone, I'm Maikaru and I'm gonna show you today 10 tips to beat the Beat Saber. First tip, position. Position is very important to beat the Beat Saber. I think just stand still, don't bow yourself. I mean, yes, you should move right or left, but don't go any forward or backward because the position is pretty important to see the notes and beat it like it should be beat. Tip number 2, feel a joy. If you don't feel a joy playing the game, just leave it. Make a break, or maybe for a day or two, or maybe for an hour. But game have to be enjoyable. Feel a joy, make a joy. Tip number 3, practice. Yes, it's pretty obvious. You have to practice a game a lot. If you're not gonna practice, then there's no way you can beat it. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can practice by the practice mode included in-game, when you can pick the time of the song when you want to start it, or when you want to start it with a specific speed. I'm gonna show you how to do part 4, which is called practice at tricky parts, because every mapper do a pretty tricky parts. Well, let's play some expert plus map. Normally you can just play it and there's nothing pretty hard to do it, but there are some moments when you just fail the game because the mapper just make understandable movement. Like when you want to move to the right, he just make a note to the left. You know what's going on. To beat it, you just have to make a practice mode. You just set the correct time, start correct speed, and you can then try over and over again and just speed it up a little bit. This is how I make my challenge videos. I make it by playing a normal speed with expert or expert plus, and if I beat it, then I'm going for a faster song mode. If I can't beat it, then I have to decide if I keep going with the song or drop it or practice the practice or tricky parts. Finally, stay focused is tip number 5. If you stay focused, you can find the notes which are tricky. Sometimes you just see the miss on the notes and you don't have idea how it's going on. I just hit it, but the game shows you are not. Then you're trying to figure out if your device is maybe faulty, or your tracking, or maybe your batteries in control are playing Oculus Quest are drained. No, it's probably a mapper doing his tricky parts. He changed the moves from up to down, from down to up, from left to right, or something like this. Just make a practice, stay focused, because your muscles memory need a practice. Yes, there's something like muscles memory. It's taking about 2 or 4 weeks, according to the health medical some notes. But normally, if you train a game for like an hour or two, one map or something like this, you can learn it pattern. Then you can just go forward with a faster song or just like a normal speed. Just stay focused, practice, and that's gonna make you better in Beat Saber. Tip number 6: make a break. Break is very important. If you keep losing the game, or if you are losing the points, but you're practicing it, then it's time for a break. Probably your muscles are weak. Probably you are already exhausted. It's better for you and for your health to make a break. Because if you not, tip number 7, enjoy the game. It's pretty obvious that if you don't enjoy the game, you shouldn't play it. If you want to be better, that means you enjoy the game, but you can't enjoy a game if you're paying. So just make a break so you can enjoy the game. Tip number 8. There is something like speed of the songs and beats per second, or I should say notes per second. If you find a sweet spot of these two, then you can figure out which songs you can easily beat. In example, for about 2 weeks, I was pretty sure I can't beat the songs with speed of 140 and above, and beat notes above 4. Now with Expert and Expert Plus with a faster song, I can easily beat it pretty fast. It took me about 2 weeks to learn how to enjoy the game and how to practice to make myself better. I'm still not professional. I'm far away from being professional, but I'm trying my best because I have this challenge. Well, it doesn't matter. Just keep with tip number 9. Hold your controller. It's important how you grip your controller. Normally, if you hold it like with a thumbs on your left side and your finger on the trigger button, then the controller can easily slip out. But if you hold it like a close or something like this, well, probably you're gonna see a picture how to hold it. Then it's a way easier. You can then hit the fastest notes without even a single problem. Of course, if you already practiced. Tip number 10. Just try it. Game gonna help you. Yes, that's right. Most of VR games have something like aim assist. Beat Saber is the same. If you make a swing in a note, there's a high chance it's gonna be noted as hit it correctly. Of course, with a lower points, but it's still not gonna break your combo. So keep just swinging sometimes if you see the notes are in position you can't normally hit it, but just try it. It's always better to try it than just use it. And don't get frustrated. It's a tip number 11. Sometimes some songs are too hard for some people. Like an example, because of your device which you are using. If you are using PSVR, if you are using the Oculus Quest, then probably the very fast songs are pretty hard to practice because of probably tracking issues. And not also tracking issues. Also, this can be also FPS counter. Normally, Oculus Quest and Beat Saber can be played in 35 FPS. It's not so smooth. If it's gonna be 60 or 220, then it's way easier to beat the game. So if you have a chance, if you have a money, buy a Oculus Link cable. Then you can play PC VR games. Then you can play Beat Saber on your PC, and this gonna be lot easier. Okay, this was 10 tips for making yourself better in Beat Saber. Let's make it quick once again. Position, stay still, don't bow. 2. Feel a joy. 3. Practice. 4. Practice a tricky pass. 5. Stay focused. 6. Make a break. 7. Enjoy the game. 8. Find the sweet spot. 9. Hold your controller. 10. Remember, try it. Game's gonna help you. And 11. Don't get frustrated. That's all. Thank you. If you like my video, subscribe, like it, and stay for a while. Bye.